Hello everybody, my name is John Rattigan. I'm the curator of Clare Museum, and today I'm going to talk to you about a collection that we have on Colonel Tom McGrath. Now, Colonel Tom McGrath was a significant figure in the early 20th century. He was here in County Clare. He was a prominent member of the GAA, a member of the Irish Republican Army during the War of Independence, and he went on to become a significant officer in the new Free State Army after the establishment of the state. So we have a small collection of items belonging to him. It's mostly made up of photographs. Some are original photographs, but most are scanned copies. The first and the earliest photograph that we have is this one here. And this photograph is it's a scanned copy of an image of the O'Callaghan's Mills hurling team. Now, the O'Callaghan's Mills hurling team won 4 hurling county titles here in Clare in the early 20th century. And if you look carefully here, see if I can find them here, you can see Tom McGrath is in that photograph. I think that's him there, and he's the captain of the O'Callaghan's Mills team. So he's a significant nationalist and a Republican, and a prominent member of the GAA. He was later, I think he was chairman of the county board later on in the late teens and early 1920s. And significantly again, he was part of that great hurling team, that great Clare hurling team that won the All-Ireland in 1914. So he would have won a Munster medal and an All-Ireland hurling medal at that time. We don't have them in the collection, as I recall, but we do have a photograph of that great O'Callaghan's Mills team. I think that O'Callaghan's Mills team won the Croke Cup, which was a significant inter-county competition in the early 20th century. They won it in 1908. I believe Ned Grace was a part of that team, and his medal is in our collection. So he started out really as a prominent GAA man, an Irish nationalist, a Republican, and during the War of Independence, he was part of the East Clare Brigade of the IRA. He fought in the Cracklow and Glenwood ambushes in 1920, and he was second in command to Commandant Michael Brennan, and his photograph appears regularly in the collection because the two men were very close friends. So here we see a photograph of General Michael Brennan in his Free State uniform. The East Clare Brigade under Michael Brennan, they took the side of the pro-treaty side in the Civil War, and Colonel Tom McGrath then went into the Free State Army, and he rose to the rank of colonel. In the 1930s, he was the founder of the Ordnance Section of the Irish Defence Forces, and so he was in charge of explosives and artillery and that kind of thing, as far as I understand. And he had a long military career. We have another photograph of some of the Clare men. We don't have all their names, but we have a photograph here of the Clare men who served with Michael Brennan in the Free State Army in this image here. So these would have been other members of the East Clare Brigade, I assume. So that's in the collection. And we also have a copy of Michael Brennan in his full dress uniform. It's a black and white image, and it was gifted to Colonel Tom McGrath in 1937. It says here, this image, but we have parts of Colonel Tom McGrath's uniform, this dress uniform, in the collection also. We'd have the hat, we'd the sword, and the buttons actually from the uniform as well. So we have some more personal photographs of Colonel Tom McGrath as well. Here's a picture of him with his wife, and another with his son. I'll take that here. Another one here with his son. And his son went on to join the Irish Defence Forces like his father, and he also was part of the ordnance section of the Irish Defence Forces. His name was Kevin McGrath. You can see a picture of him here. He died in 1989, but he had a long military career. He served abroad in the United Nations, in the Congo, I think, in Cyprus and other places. So that'll give you a taste of the Colonel Tom McGrath collection. It's mostly photographs with some items of his uniform. Colonel Tom McGrath himself died in Dublin in 1977. His son died in 1989, I believe, but his legacy still lives on. And he left his mark in Clare history, both in sport and in the War of Independence. So if you're interested in taking a closer look at this collection, you can do so by appointment. Just let me know at Clare Museum. Thanks very much.